Hello. 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 Welcome to another episode of StarNoob. Today we have a Masters League battle between a Protoss and a Zerg. This is going to be set on a map called Typhon Peaks. I think that's what the map's called. Who gives a damn? Q-Tip is our Protoss player, and Acehawk is our Zerg player. And this Overlord is being sent to scout. If you look on the screen, the unit screen, you see nobody has an advantage. Everybody's evenly matched to start. See, no race is really overpowered at the beginning. I mean, if you attacked with all the probes at once and all the drones at once, I'm sure it'd be a 50-50 battle. But luckily in Starcraft 2, you don't see any FPV rushes, you don't see any probe rushes or drone rushes, because that's just cheap. I remember when I played Starcraft 1, very, very casually, by the way, I used to just rush with Zerglings, rush with Marines, rush with probes, rush with whatever, because I sucked at that game. Okay, nobody has an advantage. And this is very, very typical mining crap. Let's zoom in on these guys. Look at these guys gnashing with their teeth, working hard, not complaining, making all this dust, letting a probe just go by and watch everything they're doing. That probe, like, these guys work hard. These guys work hard. A simulator being built right now. Let's check what's being developed. Oh, a gateway is being developed. A spawning pool is being developed as well. Let's see how these probes get minerals with a laser coming out of their mouth, or is that their eyeball? They're like Cyclops from X-Men, shooting lasers out of your eyes. This drone is gonna scout, just chill around. I thought it would probably steal a gas, but it did not. I mean, that's really, really annoying when you steal a gas. An expansion is being made right now by the Zerg at about 22-24, and some Zerglings are being sent out. Let's slow it down. I think I probably missed something, but I'm not going to rewind to give a damn, because this is the third time I'm trying this cast, because first of all, my recording program crashed, and then my Windows crashed. I actually saw the blue screen of death, and this is a pretty new computer. That's sad. Okay, these Zerglings scouted, they got chased away by the sentry, and 2 more gateways are being made, so it looks like a Protoss is going to do a 3-gate expo. A Zergling is positioned here, so he could see when his opponent makes an expansion. Zergling is positioned here, probably to see when his army, or his opponent's army moves out, and this Overlord is just going to move in, just waddle in. And this pylon kind of scouts it out, scouts the edges of the map, so our Protoss player knows what's coming. Q-Tip. Making an Overlord, blah blah blah, and a Roach Warren is coming, as well as Metabolic Boost. Sometimes Zerg players make their extractor first, before their spawning pool, so that they could research Metabolic Boost right away, or nearly right away, because they have enough gas by then. But this Zerg player decided to make his extractor after his spawning pool. Oh, this Overlord is gonna die, but at least he scouts that our Protoss player has gotten his warp gate technology already, and yep, it is a 3-gate expand. Let's pause the game for a second, and we see a Stargate right over here. That's interesting. 3-gate expo into Stargate, so he might I got tongue-tied for a second there. He might go harass with a Void Ray, or even harass with Phoenixes. This Zergling has no idea what's going on, but he does know his opponent has an expansion. Well, an expansion coming up. It's not yet done. He's already had expansion up for quite a while, so he has a significant economic advantage. If you see in the units, he has about 13 more drones or workers, and the army is about the same size. like the fighting army, attacking army, I don't know. So Tunneling Claws is being researched, as well as Burrow. Burrow allows the units to go underground to hide from the enemy, and Tunneling Claws allows roaches to move underground. Very, very strong abilities. Roaches actually, when burrowed, regenerate health really, really, really fast. And this nexus is about to finish, so we should see some probe movement. Yep, these probes are going to be transferred, and a Void Ray has been completed from this Stargate. Hooray! Let's see what he does later. These roaches are taking out their anger on these destructible rocks, but the destructible rocks have 2,000 health, so it's going to take a hell of a long time with 3 roaches. Let's see. Are more roaches being sent over? Yeah, 5 roaches now. This is an unfair fight because the destructible rocks do not fight back. 6 more roaches are being made. 3 more roaches are coming right over here, so these destructible rocks have no chance whatsoever. Okay, let's see. This Void Ray is finally gonna make his money's worth. Finally do his job. His Overlord is probably gonna go down before the Queens come and chase away the Void Ray. And our Zerg player is gonna get supply blocked temporarily. And this Queen likely is gonna die because the Void Ray is pretty charged up right now. His shield's gonna go down and he's gonna lose a little bit of health, but this Queen is dead. If you look up at the supply screen, you see that Zerg is actually ahead by 40 supply, 30 supply. Likely because he got his expansion out earlier, so he had an economic advantage, so he can make a hell of a lot of roaches. Also, roaches are actually much, much cheaper than most Protoss units. They're 75 minerals and 25 gas, so a pretty cheap unit, but extremely powerful. So looks like he's going to send an attack. Luckily, Q-Tip has a couple of photon cannons that could detect the Zerg when he burrows, or if he burrows, so I mean he might be okay. But the army size is significantly different. 26 roaches is pretty intimidating, with against only 3 stalkers and 6 sentries and 3 zealots. So let's have a look at what happened. Robotics facility is also finished, and another gateway is being put down, as well as another assimilator. He's going to chrono boost a immortal as well. Okay, let's turn off the sound so you can hear my voice while the battle goes on. He's going to need some really, really good force fields to get rid of this army. Okay, kills those guys, and he tries to burrow and go underneath the force fields, because you could do that. But he realizes that he's still getting shot at because the range of the photon cannon detection is actually quite wide. So he runs the hell away. He unburrows and runs the hell away. I think he thinks that Observer is following him, so he's staying unburrowed, but it actually isn't. So he could have burrowed to avoid that Void Ray. Control F. Down enabled. Okay, another gateway has come out. So right now we have 4 gateways. And 1 robotics facility pumping out immortals and an observer. And our Zerg player is actually not doing anything really, really interesting. He's just pumping out a whole bunch of roaches. I mean, you'd think the strategy would be a lot more complicated in Masters League, but he's doing this relatively simple strategy really, really well. Pumping out 39 roaches, not getting supply blocks. Oh, right when I say not getting supply blocks, he lets Overlord die. But he unsupply blocked. He got unsupply blocked right when he got supply blocked, if that makes sense. This Void Ray manages to keep alive. The Spirit Gate is not doing anything, has not done anything after the Void Ray got made. And another gateway unit is being produced. I mean, if you look at it, the Protoss player is not doing anything except making gateway units, and the Zerg player is not doing anything except making roaches and queens. And what else is being developed? +1 weapons for both of them, and the robotics bay. So I guess a Protoss player is going to be making Colossi. But these strategies aren't that complicated. Oh, looks like our Zerg player already researched roach speed, so these roaches are almost fully upgraded, except for the weapons, of course. Our Zerg player still has a 50 supply lead, so I'd be hard pressed to bet for the Protoss, because if the Zerg attacked right now, the Protoss would probably get owned. And not only is the Protoss way less supply than the Zerg, he's also making an expansion, and the Zerg knows that he's making an expansion, so he decides to attack right now, right here. Which is good. Good idea, good strategy. Sending out a Phoenix. Hopefully the Phoenix sees this army, and maybe the Protoss will cancel this expansion and make some units. Nope. Looks like he's gonna send the army out. And looks like the Protoss thinks he could hold this off. I don't have optimistic expectations for this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 5 gateways that are being run, and this gateway hasn't been morphed to a warp gate. Look, even on the minimap, the Zerg army looks so much bigger than the Protoss army. I mean, this is almost going to be like a walkthrough. He could just A-walk right away. So, let's turn off the sound and press play. Boom, 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 boom. Very typical. These would be nice force fields if they were smaller armies. But this Roach army right over here in front of the force field is actually almost as big as this entire Protoss army. And not only are the Roaches being sent ahead, these Queens are being sent ahead. I mean, that is like a spit in the face, because the Queens are so slow. Wow, I think this is a good game. Protoss should say good game soon. I mean, he might actually think he has a chance, but he really doesn't have a chance. These Roaches are just so powerful. It's like, what am I supposed to do? He's so disheartened by this loss. Versus that. Yeah, maybe you should get an early expansion. I had 4 Immortals! And Ace Hawk can't type in play, and he says good game first. And Q-Tip says good game. Normally, I would say this is bad-mannered for the offensive player to say good game, but he's just asking Q-Tip to say good game. So, that's not really bad manner, right? And this entire base is going to get destroyed. Q-Tip already said good game, so he should leave the game right now. Ace Hawk says, and leave. I've lost 2 DTs. So they're actually having a conversation here. I've lost 2 DTs because I was talking. And Q-Tip just wants some help. Just help him out, Ace Hawk. I will, in post-game. I can't beat Zergs anymore. And that is game. What a sad result for Protoss. Man, what could he actually do against that type of army? Just a pure Roach and Queen army? Maybe he shouldn't have made the 3rd expansion. Maybe if he made more gateways, he could have held this off. Maybe. Who knows? Well, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this cast. Hope you come watch my other cast as well. Thank you, and goodbye.